set your bedding until it covers the bottom of your surface. Whenever you add bedding, your bedding should be moistened. For something as small as this, I would just literally break it in my hand and then introduce it. This is fine enough. Okay, you don't have to break it down any more than that. You introduce your food into an area and then cover it with soil or with the organic material that's in your bin. Because your worms, they're more active at lower depths. Because they eat their own body weight, they will start to die off if you are not feeding them enough. If you have too much moisture in your bin, the worms will come to the surface. When you see all your worms sitting on the surface, that means your bin is not ideal for them. They're not happy with what you're doing just yet. Now, your solution could be as simple as leave it alone for a day. Let it aerate till what you have in your bin. Okay, that's something that you have to do also. I would always recommend every 2 days tilling your bin. Okay. As I said, the worms don't like to be at the surface. They will only come up if there are issues. Too moist. You got to do something about this. You can add more paper in. You don't have to add any food. Skip food that day. Add paper. Just add dry paper. Sprinkle some dry paper. That's it. If you have it shredded, if you don't, give it up. Add it in. That's it. The paper will dry out. The air will allow it to dry out also. If it is way too moist, you may see also infestation. You will also see certain beetles and mites that may come into your bin. Also the same thing, this is for both extremes, too wet or too dry. If it's too dry, not only will you see your worms at the surface, you will see dehydrated worms. They will literally look crusty. Okay, they will look like they're dried out shells of themselves. If you feel that your bin is way too dry and you're seeing a lot of shells of your worms, then you can simply take a cup of water and sprinkle. Don't ever dump a cup of water into your bin. Okay, sprinkle your water so that you're evenly dispersing, or you're dispersing the water so that it's not all just in one spot. You want the corners of your bin, they will dry out the fastest. So you want to make sure that they have moisture. Whenever you look in your bin, touch the corners to make sure that it's not too dry. If it is, add in a little bit of bedding that is moistened. I recommend tilling your bin every 2 days. Once you're into full production, every 2 days, even whether it be small or large, till it every 2 days. Right now I should till this bin just because there's too much moisture in here and it's getting clumpy. If you see your worms at the top, sitting at the top, get in there and till it, you know? And almost any problem you have in here can be solved by aerating. All you gotta do is till your soil. And they'll pretty much do the rest of the work. Give them food. If they don't have enough moisture, give them moisture. They're good to go. They do it by themselves. Once this is in full production, I can literally walk away from this for a week and come back and they will be fine. Because they eat their own body weight, they will start to die off if you are not feeding them enough. Mesh, chicken wire, whatever you may call it, used to separate. You're looking at harvesting it's all up to that 75-day period from the initial starting of your worm. Okay. Now the reason we go to that 75-day period is because that's when they reproduce, that's when everything's going to be in full swing. So that's when you're in full production.